Welcome to Intuitive Flow. I'm your host, Mikaela Filar, intuitive energetic healer, medium, entrepreneur, and mindset mentor with the mission to help you step into your fullest potential by giving you the tools to rid yourself of limiting beliefs, love yourself unconditionally, and create the reality that you dream of living. It is time to transform your mindset, get unstuck, and step into the highest frequency version of yourself who has unshakable confidence. I am even answering your juiciest questions regarding all things intuition, manifestation, personal development, self-love, self-image, and helping you work through your dilemmas, intuitively guiding you to expand your mindset and level up in life. So turn up the volume and get excited for this intuitive flow. Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back to Intuitive Flow with Mikaela Filar. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. I hope you are having an incredible week with your family and friends and all the things. So, today, before we jump into 2025, I want to chat with you about how to actually make your 2025 manifestations your reality. Okay. So I feel like over the last year, my manifestation game has truly up leveled. I have learned so freaking much in the past year when it comes to intuition, manifestation, and I am going to throw this episode in here so that if you are like me and you are thinking about the goals that you are going to set for 2025 and maybe reflecting on your year of 2024 and what you've created and what you've made work for yourself in 2024, I want to give you guys some tips on how to actually make your manifestations for 2025 your reality or your goals, right? Goals, manifestations, same, same. So it's so much more than just creating the vision board and making it the background of your phone and calling it a day, right? I've learned that yes, that is incredible and it does help, but you can't just sit back and relax and say, okay, I claimed it and I trust that the universe is just going to have it land in my lap. Sometimes that does happen. And if that's the case, it's not that you manifested it, it's just that it was a part of your soul plan. Okay. It was literally written in your soul contract to have the thing that you wanted, and it just happened. But when it comes to manifesting, meaning, what does it mean to manifest? It means that it's something that you're desiring, something that you really truly are desiring, and it might not be in your soul contract. So you have to do the physical and energetic things to bring that desire into your reality. Now, why I bring this up, why I say you can't just make the vision board and then hope for the best is because you need 100% of the physical and 100% of the energetic in order to create anything in life. We need both that healthy masculine and healthy feminine energy to create anything. Masculine is that taking action, it's the strategy, whereas feminine is the flow, it's the receiving energy, it's the relaxation, right? We need both in order to make anything happen when it comes to like, if you don't want to burn out, right? Because that masculine, that taking action, if you're just taking action 24/7, you're going to burn out. If you're in your feminine energy and you're just claiming that it's yours and you're not taking that action, then it might not ever come to you unless it was a part of your soul contract. Then it might. But I digress. So I've got some steps here. I've got about 7 steps here that I've written out that are going to help you make your 2025 manifestations your reality. Number 1 is set the goal. I look at my 2024 vision board and I truly just like made the vision board and it has a bunch of quotes on it and some pictures and it doesn't really have any goals. Like I didn't set any real goals for 2024. And I'm like looking back on it, I know the headspace that I was in and I honestly was just like in survival mode. I was just like kind of just going with the flow and hoping for the best at that point in my life. And I also was just like very fresh in business. You know, I started my business in May of 2023. 3, which is just like so crazy to think of, but how like fast this whole situation has transpired. But like, I really didn't set any true goals for 2024. Now, does that mean that nothing happened? Absolutely not. But I will say that because I didn't set the goals, because I wasn't celebrating myself along the way, it was like an energy that was like not the vibe because I wasn't celebrating myself. And so I was being really hard and critical on myself because all I had in my mind was like, the big picture, right? All I had in my mind was like, well, I'm not where I want to be yet. So there wasn't any celebrating. There was a little bit of celebrating, but like not as much as I should have been. And had I gotten clear on like my goals of what I wanted 2024 to look like, I feel like I would have celebrated myself a lot more. I would have been a lot easier on myself. I would have been a lot less stressed out. And it just would have been a way more flowy year. So that is why I'm emphasizing number one being set goals. We can't just create the vision board and have the vision board have a bunch of pictures and inspirational quotes on it, right? We have to actually set the goals of what are you claiming for 2025, and then how are you going to make it happen? Zoom out. If your goal is to, let's say, build a business, okay, great. What are the steps that you have to take in order to make that your reality? Like, what are some small steps? Maybe the first step is to, okay, get clear what it is that you want your business to be about. How are you going to help others, right? So, setting the goal and then zooming out and asking yourself, okay, what is it that I need to do in order to make this goal actually happen? What are some actionable steps that I need to take to make this happen? Number 2, I want you to understand that feeling the feelings that having the things are going to make you feel first before having the things. That was a lot of, I hope that makes sense, but is going to make you a magnet for whatever it is that you are wanting. A lot of times we do this thing where we look outside of ourselves for the answer when the reality is that we have the answer within us. We don't need anything external of us to make us feel successful or like we're enough. Okay. We have to make sure that we feel those things just by right now without even having the thing that we're desiring. Like we get so wrapped up in like, oh, well, I didn't hit this goal. So because I didn't hit this goal, I'm a loser. Like I'm guilty. I know that you might be too. If you resonate, let me know. But like I was definitely guilty of this. I thought that like, creating the business was going to make me feel successful. And does it make me feel successful? Yes. But like there was a point where I didn't feel successful because my business wasn't hitting a certain amount of money per month. And I had to get rid of that. That was a limiting belief. Like just because I don't have X amount of money in my bank account doesn't make me not successful. Right. So you have to ask yourself, what are the feelings of having the thing that you are wanting to manifest in 2025? And what are the feelings that having that thing is going to bring me? And then how can I give those feelings to myself right now? How can I notice that I already have those feelings in my life right now? We've got to get clear on that and we've got to remember that. And that's just going to make you even more of an energetic match for this thing to come into your physical reality a lot faster. Number 3 is becoming an energetic match for the goal to happen. I just mentioned that you have to become an energetic match for whatever it is that you're desiring to manifest. And if you are already feeling the feelings of having that things, that means that you are in the energy of already having it, which makes you a magnet for opportunities for you to make that your reality. Okay. So we have to not only be an energetic match, but also be in alignment to have the thing. Okay. So, how do we do that, Mikaela? That's a great question. I'm glad you asked. So, we have to hold the energy of already having the thing for a specific amount of time to then be in alignment with having the thing, and then we get the thing, and then we're good. We don't have to really worry about it after that. I like to use the analogy of a building. Okay, so say my manifestation is in room 3, floor 2. If I hold the energy, I'm in the elevator and I'm holding the energy to be in alignment of where my manifestation is, right? I'm on the floor, which means I'm holding the energy and I'm in alignment for that thing. But I've got to hold the energy for a specific amount of time in order to not only be in alignment, but then to be an energetic match for my manifestation, which would mean that I'm holding the energy for a specific amount of time, that it just becomes non declarative, meaning that it just is. And then I'm in alignment for and an energetic match my manifestation to be my reality. Okay. But we've got to hold that energy for a specific amount of time. Now, what do I mean by holding the energy? You've got to hold the energy of knowing that the thing is that you're desiring is already yours. You've got to hold the energy of feeling the feelings that having the thing that you are desiring would make you feel for a specific amount of time. Because what does that do? Like I said, it makes you a magnet for the thing. So just keep that in mind. Really important. Number 2, knowing what the feeling of having the thing is going to make you feel, and then feeling the feelings, understanding and clocking those micro moments of I have to clock the micro moments of how I already feel. Let's say it's successful. Let's say starting the business, right, is my manifestation. And the feeling is feeling successful. Okay, I have to micro moment, where in my life currently now do I already feel successful? How am I already successful? And then you're clocking those micro moments every single day, which holds you in the energy for a specific amount of time until you finally reach your manifestation, your desired manifestation. Now, the incredible thing about honing in on your intuition and knowing how to use your intuition to be like, okay, cool. How long do I have to hold the energy? How long is it going to take me to manifest this specific thing? I can channel how long it's going to take me, how long I'm going to have to hold the energy before I manifest the thing. And that's what I'm really excited about as far as like my goals go this year for 2025, is that I'm going to be using my intuition to channel how long it's going to take. I'm going to write all of it down, and I'm going to, at the end of the year, see how accurate it is and then be able to use that as testimony to how incredible my intuition is and how it's always incredibly accurate and spot on. Okay. I digress. That's also something that I'm going to be teaching you how to do inside of Awaken. Obviously, we're going to be using our intuition to manifest what we want. And that actually might be a masterclass that I create, specific manifestation and like goal setting masterclass. I think that might be something I need because of the new year. Quick little announcement. I decided to create the masterclass situation, and I am so excited. It's going to be a party. I have made this event a 3-hour long experience. This is called Becoming Her 2025 edition. All right. We are stepping into the version of yourself that you desire to be in 2025. No more of this new year, new me bullshit. Okay. We are stepping into the version of ourselves that we always knew existed. But this time we are choosing to actually stick to what we say we're going to stick to for the year of 2025 so that we can make our dream life and all of our manifestations that we want to make happen in 2025 our reality. Join me for an intimate, high vibe 3-hour experience designed to align you with your desires and set you up for your most abundant year yet. I created this event to get an intimate group of inspired women together to chat about our goals, lessons learned, reflect on our 2024 wins, get clear on our desires for 2025, and know the exact steps necessary to make it happen in 2025. This class will leave you feeling empowered and ready to actually stick to your goals and resolutions for 2025. No more excuses, my love. Let's rock this year together. This is what you're going to experience: vision board creation and connection. This means creativity and yap, y'all. I'm so excited. I'm going to offer you guys the opportunity to ask me whatever question that you would like for me to intuitively channel for you regarding your creator field, that electromagnetic field that we all have surrounding us, when it comes to anything energetically blocking you from making your goals a reality for 2025, or any question that you want me to answer regarding your life in general, you have the opportunity to ask me during the time that we are all creating our vision boards together. Not only that, but we're just going to have some fun. We're going to put the music on, we're going to get creative, we're going to make our vision boards, we're going to talk about our dreams, our aspirations, and it's just going to be a great freaking time. I'm also going to be doing a manifestation activation meditation. This is going to activate you stepping into the version of yourself that you know exists. It's a very powerful meditation that I'm super excited to lead you guys through. We're also going to be doing some reflecting, setting some intentions for 2025, talking about our goals, talking about our wins, our lessons learned from 2024. And it's giving like journal prompts and giving you guys some space and time to actually sit down and get these prompts answered. You guys know how you like get journal prompts, or you sit down and you or try to make a vision board, but you like get distracted or you put it off, and then next thing you know, it's fucking March and you still don't have anything done. Okay, well, this class is going to prevent that from happening. This class is going to help you actually be intentional with setting your goals and also reflecting on the year that you just had and learning how to set your creator field up for success for 2025. We're going to be doing a little manifestation lesson. Like I mentioned before, my manifestation game has up leveled times like 10 this past year. So I'm really excited to share all of these things about manifestation with you so that you can actually make your desires and your goals your reality by the end of the year. What you take away from this is the entire replay. It'll be put in your portal. You'll have access to it anytime you need inspiration. A subconscious reprogramming meditation recording. So, this is going to be a recorded subconscious meditation, and it's going to be in your portal, and you can download it to your phone and listen to it every morning so that we can start to reprogram your subconscious to become an energetic match for what it is that you were desiring in 2025. And of course, you're also going to have your personalized vision board for 2025 done. No more of it hanging over your head. It's just going to be done, and it's going to feel so good when you're done. It's January 11th at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I wanted to make this a Saturday because it's going to be a party, okay? It's going to be fun. Grab your favorite drinky drink, grab your blankie, light some candles, grab your friend. I don't care. Just get here. Get in this Zoom room with us. It's going to be so fun. Spaces are limited to keep the experience intimate. So do not wait, claim your spot, and start 2025 off feeling aligned, inspired, and unstoppable. This is your year to become her, unstoppable, aligned, and thriving. I hope to see you inside. Let's get back to today's episode. So, number 4 is get clear on when and how. What do I mean by this? Well, when are you going to have this by? You can use your intuition to get really clear on exactly when and how, because you can ask your higher self, okay, how am I going to make this my reality? What are the physical and energetic tools that I need? What are the actions that I need to take in order to make this happen for myself? But if you're not using your intuition, that's totally okay. And you can just kind of ask yourself and use your intuition the best of your ability, and using your logical side of your brain as well of, okay, well, when is a time frame that I can make this happen for me, and how am I going to make this happen? Number 5 is commit, right? You just hear it so often of like, okay, new year, new me, I'm going to do all of these things, and people list out all these things that they say that they're going to do, and then March comes around and they've totally completely forgotten about the goals that they set at the beginning of the year. We've got to be more disciplined than that. We've got to commit to what we say we are going to create for ourselves if we want anything to change. If you don't commit, if you don't do something, or maybe even hire somebody to hold you accountable, or like have an accountability buddy, it could be even a friend who is desiring to level up this year too. Like, have some sort of way to be held accountable, right? And make sure that you commit, and remember that you're obviously making these goals and setting these goals and desiring these things for a reason. And it's to create change in your life. So if you want change in your life, what are you going to have to do? You're going to have to change. You're going to have to do things a little bit differently. You're going to have to commit to whatever it is that you are needing to do in order to make this manifestation your reality. And then to have that discipline to ask yourself, okay, what is it that I need to do? And then, like, even if you don't feel like doing it, to do it, because you know that that's what it's going to take in order for you to actually create change in your life. So, number 5 is to commit and to have that discipline. Number 6, habits, right? This kind of ties into number 5 of like committing and discipline. It's like, what are the habits that you're going to need to step into this new version of yourself? So asking yourself, if the version of you that, if, okay, let's say your goal for 2025, I feel like this is such a typical goal for a new year is like, I'm going to lose 15 pounds or I'm going to lose X amount of weight. Okay, incredible. I love that for you. What kind of habits do you need to create for yourself and stick to in order for that to be your reality? Maybe it's that you need to stop snacking in the middle of the night. Maybe it's that you need to stop drinking soda. Maybe it's that you need to commit to going on a walk for 20 minutes every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever these habits are that you need to create for yourself to become the version of you that you are desiring to manifest, that's what you need to start to think of. Okay, what systems and processes do I need to set up for myself? What habits do I need to embody in order to set myself up for success? So that I don't like the word fail. Like, failing isn't bad, okay? But in order to not like let these things that you are desiring right now just disappear, and then you just end up staying where you're at and you don't change and your life doesn't change, and it's 2026 and you're exactly where you were at the beginning of 2025. We don't want that, right? So we've got to create the habits for ourselves. If you haven't read Atomic Habits by Joe Dispenza, 10 out of 10 recommend. It's such a great book, and it really does help you get in alignment with creating those healthy habits. Okay. So, what's number 7? I think we're on. Speaking about stepping into the version of you who has whatever it is that you have, or channeling your higher self, as I like to say, we've got to start to step into the version of us who has the life or has the things that we are desiring to have for ourselves by the end of 2025. What do I mean by that? Who is the character that you want to embody for the year of 2025? Get specific. Write it down. How do they dress? How do they speak to themselves? How do they take care of themselves? What kind of workouts do they do? What kind of foods do they eat? What kind of friends do they have? Who do they surround themselves with? What kind of books are they reading? Get really, really specific on who this person is. Write it all out, who you are at the end of 2025. And then every single day, you're going to make decisions based off of, is this decision, is this choice I'm making a choice or a decision that the version of me who is the higher version of me in 2025, whoever that is it something that they would do? Is it a choice that they would make? What would 2025 version of Mikaela do? That's the question that you want to ask. Obviously, answer your own name, but who is this person? And step into that person by making the decisions that that person would make. I actually had something like an epiphany when it comes to like this year And something that I did state at the end of 2023, and it was around Christmas time, and it was like, I was really upset because I really couldn't afford at the end of 2023 to buy Christmas presents and spoil the people that I love. And that sucked. And I told myself, I was like, 2024, Christmas of 2024 is going to be different. And I'm going to be able to buy the people who I love Christmas presents. And guess what? I am doing. I'm buying Christmas presents this year. I've already bought Christmas presents this year. I think I have like one more person to shop for, but I've done it. You know what I'm saying? And like that is so special. But let's say that that was a choice, is what I'm saying. It's like I could have bought Christmas presents in 2023, but like I chose not to because I was living in a mindset of scarcity and lack, right? And so I really worked on my mindset around scarcity and lack this year. And so when it came down to it, I was like, money is an abundant resource. It's always flowing to me. Every dollar I spend comes back to me multiplied. I am always an energetic match for more. So these are the standards that I now hold for myself and the mindset that I have when it comes to money. So when it comes to dropping X amount on Christmas presents, I'm not going to live in fear or scarcity of that money not coming back to me, because I hold that knowing of I'm not living in scarcity. I'm not living in lack anymore. I'm just choosing to step into this new version of me who buys the people who I love Christmas presents. If you don't start doing the things now, and you don't step into the version that you want of the person that you want to be now, you're never going to change. You're never going to become that person. It's just like when it comes to donating, I used to say, oh, well, when I have a bunch of money, then I'm going to donate to causes and shelters that I love and that I support. And then I realized, well, chances are if I'm not doing it now, I'm not going to do it when I do have a lot of money. I'm going to find some other reason that I quote unquote can't do it. Okay. Well, that's not something that I want happening. So I started to donate. Even it's the littlest thing. Like when I first started, it's, when you go and you check out at the grocery store and they're like, do you want to round up and donate to whatever the cause is? And I'm just like, yeah, sure, round it up. And I'll do that whenever I have the opportunity. I'll just round it up and donate to whatever cause it is that I'm donating to. And that is a huge sign of the universe that like when I do have a lot of money, I am going to be donating a lot more to the causes that I believe in and love and support. And there are also other ways that you can do that, right? But anyways, if you don't step into the version of yourself who is taking the actions that the person that you want to become is taking, then you're just going to be the same person, period. Okay. All right. So get really clear on who the version of you is that is at the end of 2025, like, and then step into and make decisions as if you are already that person. And you're going to wake up one day and you're going to be that person, but you have to make those decisions based off of who you are desiring to be. I think we're at 8, which I know that I added one in, but number 8 is going to be celebrate yourself along the way. Celebrate the small wins. I did not do this enough this year until a few months ago. I started a note in my phone called achievements. And I literally write like all of the achievements, small and big, in that note to celebrate myself and to give myself more credit. And so I want you to start to implement the same thing, whether it's starting the note in your phone called achievements. And this could be any like business, personal, um, health, relationship, any type of achievement you're going to write in that note, whether it's that or it's just you being more aware of when you are achieving something, like giving yourself a pat on the back, taking yourself out for a nice dinner or a lunch or a cute little date situation, like whatever it is, making sure that you celebrate yourself along the way, you guys, because we get so hard on ourselves and so critical that we forget to celebrate our wins. We forget to celebrate how far we have come, right? And we just don't need any more of that in 2025. So start to celebrate yourself along the way. When you're setting those big goals, what are some small goals that you can celebrate, some small milestones that you can celebrate along the way as well? Don't just set some huge goal. Also, like, do set the big goals, but also set the small goals so that you're celebrating your wins along the way of getting to the big thing. Do not forget to celebrate yourself along the way. I recently just had a total breakdown because I am so hard on myself when it comes to business and creating the lifestyle that I know is all like it's already mine. It's definitely going to happen. It's just like it hasn't happened yet. And so I'm so focused on, okay, well, it's going to happen, but I'm not there yet. So I just have to keep going, keep going, keep going, that I'm kind of forgetting to like be like, yo, good job. Good job, Mikaela. And so that's why I started doing the achievements thing. I think it was earlier this week. I did the math on my business and how my business looked in 2023 compared to what it looks like now in 2024. And I 4X'd my business. I 4X'd my business in a year, which is insane. Your girl knows how to scale a business, okay? But I didn't even know that. Like, I wasn't celebrating myself along the way, and I wasn't giving myself enough credit for how far I've come. I was just so focused on like where I was going and how far I want to go and what I want to create and the impact I want to create and the money that I want to create and all the things that I just forgot to celebrate. Like, yo, like, you 4X'd your business and you stayed strong in like creating the business in and of itself, right? Like, it's not an easy task. Sometimes I definitely have moments of self-doubt, and I definitely have moments of like, do I just quit because is what I'm doing even making a difference? Am I helping others? I have those moments, you guys. Like, I'm human, right? But I didn't let those stop me. And that in and of itself is an accomplishment. So celebrate yourself along the way. Get really clear on what it is that you want to create, how you're going to get there, and also setting those small goals and celebrating those small goals along the way. These tips that I just gave you are going to be so freaking helpful. And if you're interested in taking it a step further and honing in on your intuitive gifts, do not miss out on Awaken. We start January 3rd. The doors are open until then. And I am so excited for the queens who have already decided to jump in and train their intuition levels 1 and 2, baby. Let's go. But yeah, Awaken, if you don't know, is my intuition training camp mastermind. It is a 3 or 6 month commitment. 3 months is levels 1 and 2, 6 months is levels 1 through 4 of intuition mastery, really honing in on your intuition, learning how to utilize your intuition to create the reality that you are dreaming of living, because you're able to channel the exact steps and the physical and energetic tools that you need to manifest the life that you're dreaming of living. So, if a life in flow, a life led by intuition, and so much more is inside of Awaken, so much more fun stuff. But if that sounds like something that you're interested in, make sure you check out the show notes below, and all of the details are there. Thank you so much for listening. I truly hope this helped. If you like this episode, make sure you give it a rating and review. Those mean so, so much to me. You can screenshot this, post it to your story, tag me. I love to repost you guys. Let me know how you like this episode. And I appreciate you so much for being here, for listening. Also, like, this podcast has grown so much over the last year as well, which is such an incredible feeling. And it wouldn't be possible without you guys. So thank you. And if you've been listening, please leave a rating and review. It means so, so much to me. I love you guys so much. Sending you all the good vibes for the holiday season. And I cannot wait to see what you manifest for 2025. And as always, we will chat soon. Bye.